These are the 7 best affordable cities for retirees in Florida.
We're getting started right now. The first one is Cape Coral.
Just down the road from us.
Yes, and Cape Coral is well known. We're gonna give niche reviews for all these, so they give like ratings for like crime, safety, all that kind of stuff. But Cape Coral is really known because they have so many canals in that area. So if you like boating, fishing, pretty much anything on the water, you're gonna be covered in Cape Coral, and beach access isn't too far down the road in Fort Myers area.
Cape Coral, it's well known for being affordable, especially for the kind of home and location that you get for your money. Definitely more affordable than if you were to be in Miami.
Yeah, and trying to get boat access there would be a crazy amount of money. And they also do have like a sort of, it's a busy-ish road, but it's also a downtown. So they do have like a downtown covered for you there as well. And then as we mentioned before, you are really close to like Fort Myers, Naples. You're not too far from Venice up the road. So there's definitely a lot of other options for things to do nearby as well. And despite being pretty affordable compared to a lot of Florida, this is actually the highest on this entire list. So from here, prices are only gonna go down, but $385,000 is about the median sale price right now in Cape Coral at the time of filming this.
And as far as niche.com, the overall grade for Cape Coral is a B+. Residents give it a 3.5 star rating out of 650 reviews. Public schools get a B+, housing B-, good for family B, jobs B+, cost of living B-, outdoor activities A, crime and safety C+, nightlife B, diversity A-, weather A, health and fitness B, and commute B-. Next one is Ocala, and Ocala, it's a beautiful city. They have a really charming downtown area. It is a smaller downtown, but it's very walkable, and there's quite a few restaurants and things to do in the downtown.
And I think it's kind of cool because it's not like a lot of downtowns will be like one street, and it's kind of got like multiple blocks to check out, and it does in a way at the same time almost feels almost big city because the buildings are a little bit taller than like say in Venice where we live. So I think that's kind of cool about it. But as a whole, Ocala is very rural feeling, and that's why it's on the list outside of the price. You can afford to get a nice house, a lot of house for your money there, and then also a lot of land. And that's just not the case for a lot of Florida, especially cities that actually have a fair amount of shopping and things to do like Ocala does.
And also in Ocala, you have a lot of different natural springs to pick from. So it is a beautiful area, especially with all the state parks that you have access to as well.
Yeah, and Ocala actually sits at the lowest price on this list. So we're going from the highest to the lowest. This one is $270,000 is the median sale price in Ocala at the time of filming this. That's a pretty good deal.
Yes, and you can actually find new construction homes in Ocala with big lots for a really decent chunk of money. So like even more affordable than Northport and Port Charlotte, which is closer to our area. Even more affordable than that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so both Ocala and Cape Coral, those are areas we're actually a real estate team in the Venice, Sarasota, and also we serve the Orlando area. We do not serve those areas, but if you are looking to buy or sell a home in those areas or any of the areas we don't serve, click the link in the description, answer a few questions. That'll get you connected with a realtor that knows the area that you're looking for. That doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a good way to support the channel if you're finding these videos helpful, so we do appreciate that.
And niche.com gives Ocala an overall grade of a B+, and residents give it a 4-star rating out of 527 reviews. Public schools get a B+, housing B-, good for families B, jobs C+, cost of living B, outdoor activities B+, crime and safety C-, nightlife B+, diversity A, weather A-, health and fitness B-, and commute B+.
Next on the list is a beach city, and this one is Englewood, Florida. This is a city very near where we are, and we do serve that area. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Englewood, call, text, or email our team. We've helped a lot of people move to the area. We'd love to help you too.
And we love Englewood. Englewood is such a charming little town, downtown Englewood. It's beautiful. And we should also mention we have been to all these areas, so we are very familiar with all these areas, and that's why they made our list.
Yeah, we're not just kind of picking these off of like internet data or whatever. We actually physically went to them. Yes, it's a little bit of both.
Yes. And as far as things to do in Englewood, like I mentioned before, the downtown, it's a great area for just walking around, grabbing a cup of coffee or a bite to eat. And there's also the Beach Road area. There's a lot of different restaurants and bars there, and you're just across from the beach, which is pretty cool. We love that area as well. And
a lot of people like Englewood, again, kind of like Cape Coral for boating. There's a lot of boating access and opportunities there. Plus the parks there are really, really good if you're into parks and trails and things like that. Englewood is great for that. And then I don't think we need to say this, but for all the cities on this list, there's going to be golf courses. I mean, it's Florida. It's kind of what we do. So if you want to golf, rest assured there's golf courses in every one of these areas. Englewood is no exception.
And golf cart friendly communities as well.
Yes, absolutely. And then on top of that, yeah, Englewood, has got all your essentials needed as far as shopping. It is a little bit more of a slower paced, sleepy beach town, so there's not a ton, but you got like your Walmart there and things like that, and groceries and everything you would need. Of course, there's a Publix, just like everywhere else on this list. So, all your essentials are going to be handled there, but you can get beach access at a much more affordable price in a lot of Florida. Speaking of which, the median sale price in Englewood is $375,000 right about now at the time of filming this.
And niche.com gives Englewood an overall grade of an A-, and residents give it a 4-star rating out of 37 reviews. Public schools get an A-, housing B, good for families B+, jobs B+, cost of living B, outdoor activities A-, crime and safety doesn't have a rating, nightlife B+, diversity C, weather A, health and fitness B+, and commute B. Next on the list is Winter Haven, which Winter Haven, we were very impressed when we went and checked out the downtown area and other areas we drove around. And it's a beautiful downtown area, a little historic, but modern at the same time. With all the extended sidewalks for outdoor seating, it's a very, very charming town.
Yeah, it definitely seems like made to go there, hang out, get a bite to eat, sit outside, absolutely. And then on top of that, Winter Haven is good because if you have like grandkids that want to come down and visit, guess what's in Winter Haven? Legoland. Awesome, right? Plus, you are pretty close to being in between Tampa and Orlando, a little closer to Orlando. And then you're also on the theme park end of Orlando. If you want to go to Orlando, it's about a 30 to 45 minute drive to get to Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, all the other cool stuff that they have to do in Orlando. And I gotta say, when we went to Winter Haven, the one thing I really like, it makes it enticing for me, like I kind of want to move there, is the amount of house you get for the money. And again, you can get a pretty decent lot size there, but mainly just the amount of house you can get for the money and how cheap it was. Some of the houses we walked through, I was just like, there's no way this is what it costs. I was just stunned.
And beautiful homes too. It's not like you're getting, like an entry-level home at a good price. It's like a really nice home at an almost entry-level price. So yeah, we were very, very surprised and convinced almost to move there.
Yeah, and some other things to note about Winter Haven that's kind of cool is number one, there's some hills and elevation, which you can't say about a lot of Florida, so that's pretty cool. And then there's tons of lakes throughout. So if you like fishing, more like freshwater fishing, that's an opportunity there versus, some of the other areas that are going to be more like saltwater fishing. And Winter Haven actually comes at one of the lower price points on this list, not the lowest, but close. The median sale price is $300,000.
And niche.com gives Winter Haven an overall grade of a B. Residents give it a 4-star rating out of 207 reviews. Public schools get a C+, housing C+, good for families B-, jobs B-, cost of living B, outdoor activities A-, crime and safety C+, nightlife B-, diversity A+, weather A, health and fitness B-, and commute B. Next one on the list is Lakeland, and we love Lakeland mainly because of the location. You're literally between Orlando and Tampa, so you have access to both those bigger cities. And Lakeland itself, the downtown area, is beautiful, very, very walkable, lots of restaurants to eat, and there is a huge, what I remember the most, I guess, is the huge lake area, and you're able to walk around. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, and it's almost like this big like park with trails that go around the lake right by the downtown, and the downtown's kind of elevated, so the lake sits down below. It's just very scenic. And then on top of that, the other thing I thought you were gonna say is in the middle of the actual downtown, there's just a big open grassy area, and it kind of reminded me of certain cities we've been to in Central America, and that was really cool part about it as well. But Lakeland's actually right next to Winter Haven, so if you like a lot of what Winter Haven has to offer, you might like Lakeland. And with Winter Haven also, you have a lot of the amenities of Lakeland. Now, Lakeland is a much bigger city compared to Winter Haven, and Winter Haven's a little bit more of like a smaller, sort of sleepy town. Lakeland, though, you got a lot more population there, so because of that, you have a lot more stores, shopping, pretty much anything you need is gonna be covered there. So if that's kind of more your thing, they got you covered there, plus all the other, Gulf and Florida type stuff.
Yes, definitely. And Winter Haven, it's a very quick drive to Lakeland as well for all those amenities.
And on top of that, then, like Katie said, Lakeland and Winter Haven are next to each other, right? And Lakeland having access to Tampa and Orlando, again, like Winter Haven. You can go to Orlando for all the theme park stuff to do, Legoland in Winter Haven, go over to Tampa, go to Busch Gardens, check out the beaches, whatever you may want to do. I think it's just a great location. And again, they also have hills. The median sale price in Lakeland right now is $310,000.
And niche.com gives Lakeland an overall grade of a B+, and residents give it a 4-star rating out of 499 reviews. Public schools get a C+, housing B-, good for families B, Jobs B, cost of living B, outdoor activities A minus, crime and safety C, nightlife B, diversity A, weather A, health and fitness B minus, commute B.
Next on our list, if you really want to be close to the theme parks, Kissimmee. Great option for that, but a lot more. There's a lot more to Orlando than just the theme parks, and maybe that's not your thing, but the price point also makes it very appealing.
Yes, and there is lots to do in Kissimmee area other than the parks. There is Sunset Walk, which is amazing just for walking around. Lots of restaurants in there, and they also have live music sometimes during the weekend at nights. So that's a great area to just hang out. And then Old Town Kissimmee as well. It's like a little carnival. It is a little dated, but it's kind of cool.
It's like in between like carnival and the downtown mixed. It's unique. It's definitely a unique vibe. And then of course you got all, like your theme park type shops and, gift shops and things like that in the area. But on top of that, you've also got International Drive, lots to do there. Cafe 22 Tango. We love that restaurant. Really, really cool vibes there. There's lots of art on the wall that you can actually purchase.
And it's from local artists as well.
Yeah, and then obviously they've got the big Ferris wheel, the eye they call it, where you can see all of Orlando.
And Icon Park itself, it's pretty cool. You don't have to pay any admission fees to just walk around, and they have restaurants in there as well.
Yeah, it's almost like it's something between like an outdoor mall and like a downtown area, super walkable and really, really cool. And then on top of that, of course, all the different stuff in Orlando. You got downtown Winter Park, super walkable, really big area with lots of great coffee shops, restaurants, Baldwin Park. I mean, there's multiple downtowns throughout all of Orlando to pick from, so you got all that at your fingertips too. Your median sale price in Kissimmee is $350,000 right now.
And niche.com gives Kissimmee an overall grade of a C+, and residents give it a 3.5-star rating out of 544 reviews. Public schools get a B minus, housing C minus, good for families C+, jobs C+, cost of living C+, outdoor activities B+, crime and safety C minus, nightlife B+, diversity A minus, weather A, health and fitness C, and commute B minus.
And Kissimmee is also actually an area we do serve. So again, if you do want to buy or sell a home in the area,
make sure to call, text, or email our real estate team, 941-221-1897. We've helped a lot of people move to the area. We'd love to help you too. Next one on our list is Pompano Beach. And Pompano Beach is a really, really nice area. You are closer to Miami there, but Pompano itself has a lot of things to do. They do have a pier and a beach area, which is very walkable as well.
Yeah, and it's almost like a little downtown type area right next to it, and like a park. And definitely stands out. Like, we'd made a whole trip and checked out kind of like all the beach cities all up the southeast coast, and this stood out as one of our favorites. So the fact that it's also one of the most affordable was like, well, okay, we gotta put it on the list. It was a really, really cool area, and we've been there a few times now. And I think one thing that really stands about Pompano Beach is it's like in that Goldilocks zone of not too big, not too small of a city. Like, if you don't want a really big city hustle and bustle, but you still want enough to do, and then maybe access to things like Fort Lauderdale and Miami, you're a very short drive away from those amenities.
Yes, easy drive as well. Well, traffic might get a little congested, but it's not too bad, I would say.
Yeah, and then as far as things to do, like we mentioned, the downtown and the beach, a lot of the similar things with a lot of these other areas, and the fishing pier is going to go hand in hand, saltwater fishing, boating, all those sorts of things, just relaxing on the beach. I mean, you could probably do that every day if you're retired. Sounds like an okay gig. So maybe that's something you could consider. Your median sale price in Pompano Beach right now is $375,000.
And niche.com gives Pompano Beach an overall grade of a B+, and residents give it a 3.5-star ratings out of 271 reviews. Public schools get a B, housing C, good for families B, jobs C, cost of living C+, outdoor activities A minus, crime and safety C minus, nightlife A minus, diversity A+, weather A, health and fitness B, and commute B+.
Once again, if you do want to buy or sell a home in the Orlando, Kissimmee area or the Englewood, Venice, Sarasota areas, those are areas we serve. Make sure to call, text, or email our team. We've helped a lot of people move to the area. We'd love to help you too, and that's a great way to support the channel.
And if you're looking to buy anywhere else in the country, make sure to click the link in the description box below, answer a few questions, and we'll put you in contact with a local realtor in the area you're looking at.
And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. That's also a great way to support the channel, and clicking that link or getting a hold of us does not cost you anything extra, by the way. But thanks for watching, and live breezy.